Viewers, it's all going to happen in Delhi tomorrow. The meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Trump is an end by itself. Even if the two leaders don't sign an agreement, they will end up sending a major message, a declaration that India and Russia will not surrender their strategic autonomy in the face of pressure from the West. Modi has been unyielding in the face of Western paternalism. Modi has made it clear that India is not a camp follower. India will define its own national priorities according to its national interest. It will choose who it will be friends with. It will choose who to do business with on its own terms. Viewers, Delhi knows that Russia is at the moment an important cog in India's global foreign policy wheel. In the face of Trump's coercive diplomacy, which revolves around trade and his cozying up to Islamabad, and viewers, Pakistan's belligerence, India needs markets and allies, which is why Modi will roll out the red carpet for Putin. Whether he goes to receive him at the airport, whether it means that he will be having a private dinner for him and with him, whether it means that concessions will be made in exchange for concessions, all of that, viewers, remains to be seen. But the fact is that there is no doubt that New Delhi is taking this visit very, very seriously and according it the highest priority. The visit comes as India faces steep US tariffs over Russian oil. But beyond that, it also comes at a time when the United States views India as a tariff king, as a difficult partner to do business with. So beyond the Russian oil sanctions, there is also the larger component of sanctions related to tariffs. There are also other calculations that have entered the equation. The United States has cozied up noticeably to Islamabad, to Pakistan that is. And Pakistan now, emboldened, is flexing muscle on our border, ready once again to provoke. It's building at terror sites, launch pads, auxiliaries to send across, viewers, to dare India to trigger some sort of conflagration. This meeting also comes, viewers, and this visit also comes at a time when India and Russia's economic partnership needs a reset, as they have defined it, for 2030. There's a focus on accelerating trade to about $100 billion. This is the first visit after Russian arms proved their mettle in Operation Sindoor, and there is much to be negotiated on replenishing stocks. The S-400, the S-500, there are several other armaments that India requires, needs, is looking to Russia to supply. The visit also marks India's uncompromised strategic autonomy. Delhi resists reducing diplomacy to a zero-sum game between Russia and the West. It has made its intention very, very clear. Of course, beyond the optics, there's much business to be done. It's true that while India and Russia have been steadfast friends for decades, it is equally true that their relationship has fallen short of its true potential. The two leaders have decided to change this and are reportedly targeting a $100 billion trade relationship. Russia is a $2 trillion economy, and India is a $4 trillion economy, which gives massive headroom for trade to grow and deepen. At this moment, viewers, India exports nuclear reactors and machinery worth 2,697 crores, pharmaceutical products worth 1,739 crores, organic chemical products of 1,100 crores, electrical machinery worth just shy of 1,000 crores, seafood and fishery 552 crores. And on the other side, it imports mineral fuels and oils. And that's that big number, which is of course now going to sharply fall. Fertilizers, worth 8,500 crores. Animal or vegetable fats, 4,500 crores. Project goods, rupees 2,378 crores. But interestingly, viewers, according to some, its exports to Russia are even lesser of a value than its export to Bangladesh. So we really need to step up as the two countries explore how to forge a no-limits partnership. They will be closely watched as deepening equations between India and Russia will be consequential in a lot of ways and for a lot of nations. For the United States, it fears any India-Russia defense deal that blunts threats, shows India's US tilt, or undercuts the Quad. For China, it wants Russia dependent upon it, watches whether Russia gives India strategic space in energy, defense, and Central Asia. Pakistan is anxious that any new Russian weapons for India could decisively tilt the military balance. The EU fears new India-Russia economic openings could hand Moscow leverage in the Ukraine war. Peace talks, which are ongoing, viewers, as you know. At the end of the day, as the two look to sign 10 inter-government agreements and 15 commercial deals, they will take a big step towards making amends for the missed opportunities of the past.